Return kicker Robbie Gould set to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Play action. It's Fields. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Let's go now. Red, 38. Strike it. Check strike it. Watch out. Let's go.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lance to throw it. That one caught by Ross Dwelling. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to the 18. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Lance. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now, back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
41's coming. 41's the mark. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check out.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An injury cost Montgomery 4 games early in the year, which kept him from repeating his 1,000-yard season from the previous one. He still reached over 800 yards and caught another 42 passes and is firmly entrenched as the Bears' top backfield option for his 4th season.
Toss left to Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Fields. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down.
Injuries got to McCaffrey again in 2021. He's played just 10 games since his historic 2019 season. He's been averaging well over 100 yards per game when he's out there, though. And fans of the game are hoping this is the year he gets back to a full season of work.
Ready up. Hey, check mega. Ready, go.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Lance. Throw caught by Raymond. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
17. Black Ultra. Check 50.
Lance looking to throw it. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Stopped on the play by Kyler Gordon.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, an 18-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They try again with Cohen. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the 50, here's Fields. Complete to Mooney on the slant. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. Fields on target to Mooney, 1st down, Chicago.
Chicago trusted Darnell Mooney to step up and be their top wide receiver, and he gave them a 1,000-yard season in return. They're certainly hoping that the 3rd-year wideout can form a lasting connection with 2nd-year quarterback Justin Fields. Looks like that connection is starting to pay off, this time for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Fields on 1st down. Well, this is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Let's go. Let's do this.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. On first and 10. It's Herbert.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic. Come on, dude.
Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bears have got it back to within a score.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Get ready. Get ready.
How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
We talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half. To carry that with them, it's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now Lance.
Being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Come on, set, black, 95. Yellow. Run the ball, set.
Lance now on first down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Let's go now. 60 red. 60 red. Check.
McCaffrey running up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On the ready.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
This will be caught. just inside the 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard. Maybe a touch less. The toss play to Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Montgomery. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A touchdown run there from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
To throw, it's Lance.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Shotgun now for Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From just shy of midfield, Lance. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 48 yards.
And the 49ers have cut the lead back down to 2.
Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
McCaffrey will try to run it in. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Cohen gets it again on 2nd.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, a guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
To throw is Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Flushed out right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Montgomery back to the ground.
Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Herbert. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll go again with Herbert. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A handoff for Herbert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Though, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Working from the gun, Lance.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Lance now to throw. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time here. Lance got a man. That's Ayuk. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
It'll be a pickup of 4. And it'll be first down 49ers.
Now Lance.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Lance looking to throw. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Lance back to throw.
Eluding the pressure right.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And we need overtime overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the third drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try the counter here. Cohen. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 51.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a hold to avoid the contact.
They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it. It worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. The end result, 21 yards. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, Most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On second down, Montgomery down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is third and goal. Hit and the ball is loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. And my, how the tables have turned. They had a chance inside the red zone, punch that thing in and end it. Now we're going the other way.
And it's real easy to just look at them and say, boy, what an error, what a mistake you made. But how about the defense coming up huge? There. Let's give them a little bit of credit, keeping their team in the game, because if they score a touchdown there, it's game over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. One team squandered opportunity. It's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ball game.
Could not be set up much better, could they? A takeaway on defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position for the game-winning points. Touchdown, field goal, they don't care. Just find a way to win it.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Second and 10 now from the 27. The Lance going to throw. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Down. 60 red. 60 red.
You must get tired of seeing me. 52's the mic. 52's the mic.
On first down, Lance. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So that will be it. And how about that to start a season, Charles? Both teams 0-0-1.
Say that again?
Yeah, 0-0-1.
That is not what you expect to see when you look at the box scores, right? When you look at the standings after a game like that. And do you really think they worked the whole summer, the whole offseason to come in?